नमस्कार। ग्रेट मैन इंटरनेशनल स्कूल की ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में मैं आपका स्वागत करता हूं। कोविड-19 महामारी के इस दौर में मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि आपका परिवार पूरी तरह सुरक्षित है, स्वस्थ है और बच्चों ने लॉकडाउन में बहुत एंजॉय किया है। अब मैं आपका सपोर्ट चाहता हूं। इस ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में बच्चों की शिक्षा को हम अब स्टार्ट करते हैं और बहुत ही जल्द जो भी आपका बैकलॉग है हम उसको क्लियर भी करेंगे और एक नए तरीके से आपकी शिक्षा अब स्टार्ट होने वाली है। पेरेंट्स का हमें पूरा सपोर्ट चाहिए। आप लोग पिछले 10 सालों से लगातार हमें सपोर्ट करते आए हैं और मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि अगर हम और आप मिलकर चाहेंगे तो बच्चों की शिक्षा का कोई नुकसान नहीं होने वाला है और हमें और आपको मिलकर अब एक रीस्टार्ट करना है। नाउ लेट्स रीस्टार्ट। बेस्ट ऑफ लक। नमस्कार।
Welcome everyone to grade 9, and we will be starting with the first chapter, that is matter in our surroundings. In this chapter we will see what is matter and what is matter made out of, the 3 stages of matter, which are solids, liquids and gases, properties of the 3 states of matter. We also will see what is diffusion and the latent heat. Now, then there is changes in states of matter, in which effect of change in temperature and effect of change in pressure, and we will see what is evaporation. Matter. Everything in this universe is made up of material called matter. Matter is anything which occupies space and has mass. Each matter is a collection of lots of tiny particles called atoms and molecules. Particles of matter are continuously moving. The particles of matter attract each other. The particles of matter have space between them. The particles of matter are very tiny. The spreading out and mixing of a substance with another substance due to the motion of its particles is called diffusion. The rate of diffusion increases as the temperature increases. As you can see it in the picture, that the red particles, they were at the bottom in the first beaker, and after some time in the same beaker we find that the particles have moved to various other parts of the beaker. Matter around us exists in 3 stages: solid, liquid and gas. The stages of matter are interconvertible. The state of matter can be changed by changing the temperature or pressure. As you can see it in the picture, solid, it is rigid, it has a fixed shape and it has a fixed volume and it cannot be squashed. Whereas liquid, it is not rigid, has no fixed shape, yet it has a fixed volume. It also cannot be squashed. Now gas, it is not rigid, has no fixed shape and no fixed volume, and it can be squashed. Now let us see the solids. The rate of diffusion is the least. They are the least compressible. The movement of the particles is minimum. The force of attraction between the particles is maximum. The space between the particle is minimum, and solids have definite shape and fixed volume. Then we have the liquids. They are less compressible. The movement of the particle is intermediate. The force of attraction between the particle is intermediate. The space between the particle is intermediate. The liquids have no definite shape but have fixed volume. Liquids take the shape of the container, and the rate of diffusion is more than solids. Coming to gases, their rate of diffusion is more than solids and liquids. They are more compressible. The movement of the particles is maximum. The force of attraction between the particles is minimum. The space between the particles is maximum. Gases have no definite shape or fixed volume. Gases occupy the whole space of the container. Let us see the changes in stages of matter. When a liquid is heated, it changes into liquid. When a solid is heated, it changes into liquid. When a liquid is heated, it changes into gas. When a gas is cooled, it changes to liquid. And when a liquid is cooled, it changes into solid. Let us see the kinetics of all these processes. When a solid is heated, the particles begin to vibrate with greater speed and begin to move freely. Then at a particular temperature, the solid melts and changes into liquid. The process of melting is also known as fusion, and the temperature at which a solid melts is called its melting point. The melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius or 273 degree Kelvin. We have a special term called as latent heat of fusion, which is the amount of heat energy required to change 1 kg of a solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point. Liquid to gas is also called as vaporization. When a liquid is heated, its particles begin to move even faster. Then at a particular temperature, the liquid begins to boil and change into gas, which is vapor. Boiling is a bulk phenomenon. When a liquid boils, the bulk of the liquid changes into vapor. The temperature at which a liquid starts boiling is called its boiling point. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius or 373 degree Kelvin. Here 0 degrees Celsius is equal to 273 degree Kelvin. So we add 100, then we find that it comes to 373 degree Kelvin. There is a term called as latent heat of vaporization. It is defined as the amount of heat energy required to change 1 kg of liquid into gas at atmospheric pressure at its boiling point, and it is called the latent heat of vaporization. When a gas directly changes to solid or when a solid changes directly to gas, it is called as sublimation. Now the change of state directly from solid to gas or from gas to solid is called sublimation. For example, we have camphor, which is also ammonium chloride. When heated, it changes directly to vapor. Here in this picture you can see all the processes together and how they interchange into different states. When pressure is applied on gas, the particles come closer and the gas changes into liquid. We can liquefy gases by applying pressure and reducing the temperature. Compressed solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice. If the pressure is reduced, it changes directly to gas without coming into liquid state. So solid carbon dioxide is also known as dry ice. Similarly, we can also compress liquids, but we cannot compress solids. In the picture that you can see, there is a cylinder and a piston, and anything that is kept in between that, if it is pushed harder and harder, the particles come close to each other as much as the pressure is applied. We have evaporation. The change of a liquid into vapor at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. Evaporation is a surface phenomenon. and it is different from boiling. Particles from the surface gain enough energy to overcome the forces of attraction and changes to vapor state. What are the factors affecting evaporation? Increase in wind speed increases the rate of evaporation. Increase in humidity decreases the rate of evaporation. Increase in temperature increases the rate of evaporation. Increase in the surface area increases the rate of evaporation. The rate of evaporation depends upon surface area, temperature, humidity, and wind speed. Evaporation causes cooling. When a liquid evaporates, the particles of the liquid absorb heat from the surrounding and evaporates, so the surroundings become cold. For example, people sprinkle water on the roof or open ground because during evaporation water absorbs heat, which makes the hot surface cool. Also, during summer we sweat more because the sweat absorbs heat from our body, making the body cool. Wearing cotton clothes in summer keeps us cool because cotton absorbs sweat, and when the sweat evaporates, it absorbs heat from our body, making the body cool. So in this chapter we have seen what is matter. We have seen what are the particles of matter. We have seen the three stages of matter. We also have seen the properties of these three stages, solid, liquid, gases. And then we have also talked about diffusion. We have talked about latent heat applying to all various stages. And then we have seen the changes in the states of matter, where it is affected by temperature or affected by change in pressure. And also we saw evaporation. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.